Hello everybody, this is Dr. Girish Kalwa. I am a obesity physician. I do wellness and weight loss. I am doing a short video on what are the common issues that people face with weight loss. The myths are weight loss always requires fasting. That is not true. Fasting is not for everybody. Weight loss can be achieved by eating healthy foods and zero calorie foods, and also by eating foods that are important like proteins rather than eating empty calories like refined carbs. Number two is people think that you can eat one meal a day and lose weight. That is absolutely incorrect. It does not work for everybody. There is no one size fits all in weight loss. Everybody is different. Number three, people think that you can exercise and spend a lot of time outdoors and running and jogging and lifting weights without changing your diet. That is another myth, and that is not something that will help with maintaining weight loss. The second question I was asked to answer was, how important is diet versus exercise for losing weight? The ratio is very simple. 70 to 85% of your weight loss plan should include diet. 20 to 30% should include exercise. That is as simple as that. Diet trumps exercise no matter what. So 2/3 of your energy should be focusing on diet. 1/3 of your energy in weight loss should focus on exercise. The third question, what is the role of sleep and stress in weight management? You don't sleep, you don't lose weight. If you are constantly under stress from work or your job, you won't lose weight. I have done weight loss for 7 years. All the busy computer professionals that do weight loss with me, they have a terrible time losing weight. They have a sedentary job. They have been hooked to computers and laptops and smartphones late in the night doing night calls and meetings. They have a very, very tough time losing weight. You have to have 7.5 hours of sleep every single night. And this applies for most people. Everything that I'm telling you, there is no all or none phenomena. I'm telling you for 90% of the people, if you don't sleep starting around 10:30 and don't catch 7 to 7.5 hours of sleep at each night, it's very, very hard to lose weight and maintain weight loss. Stress is the elephant in the room. People conveniently try to ignore it. If you are not stimulating your parasympathetic nervous system with yoga, meditation, evening walks, taking computer breaks, drinking water, breathing exercises, pranayama, yoga, all of these measures will help lower your stress and help with weight loss. The next question, can you lose weight without cutting out certain foods? I personally have seen that calorie dense foods, which are like red meat and dairy products, are extremely hard to digest. And when you are trying to lose weight, I would recommend you try to cut down on eating a lot of red meat and a lot of dairy products. The other thing people think is healthy are high calorie, high sugar fruits. If you consume them, you cannot lose weight. So you have to avoid high carb fruits like bananas, apples, oranges, watermelon if you're consuming them every day. Same goes for refined grains like rice and wheat and processed grains and refined foods. You can eat them, but the problem is a 2000 calorie diet for a 200-pound person will automatically have to drop to 1400 calories once you lose 60 pounds. So you have to eat according to your weight. But calorie counting is such an old way of losing weight, and it is not the right way to help with weight loss programs. If you are somebody who can count calories and you have a dietitian who can help you with that, you are welcome to use unhealthy foods like refined grains and refined carbs and red meat and dairy products and high calorie fruits at a lower ratio or a lower quantity, and see if that will help you with losing weight. I personally would change the diet as much as possible on the long run, not just on the short run. What are the best practices for sustainable weight loss is the fifth question. Best practices are very simple. Walk before meals, walk after meals. Number 2, sleep by 10:30. Number 3, don't drink any water with your meals. Even Ayurveda says that. Number 4, exercise daily for at least 30 to 45 minutes. Number 5, try to drink apple cider vinegar 2 tablespoons in a half cup of water before each meal, especially if you are older than 30 or 35 and already are excess weight. Number 6, replace a lot of magnesium. Magnesium can be replaced with tablets, but ideally the best way to do that is topical magnesium. It is sold in America very easily, but in India there are very few brands and they tend to be pricey. There are good quality magnesium glycinate and magnesium malate supplements that are also good, that will help with sustainable weight loss. Lastly, I would recommend a diet that involves eating more healthy foods and continuing to exercise and watch what you're eating. If you're, for example, eating unhealthy food for 2 days, you should try to skip your dinner for the next 2 days to compensate for the excess food that you consume. There are very many tricks that I can provide for sustainable weight loss once you get there. I call it the long-term exit strategy because my weight loss programs that I do are usually 4 months long, and after that people just get on skip your dinner for the next 2 days to compensate for the excess food that you consumed. There are very many tricks that I can provide for sustainable weight loss once you get there. I call it the long-term exit strategy because my weight loss programs that I do are usually 4 months long, and after that people just get on an exit strategy, and by then usually they should get habituated to the healthy food options and healthy food choices and eating practices. But if somebody takes longer, they can obviously work on the weight loss rules and programs and protocols for a longer period of time to ensure their weight loss is sustainable. There are a lot of supplements that are helpful too. We can discuss in a different video about that. How do different body types affect weight loss strategies? So when you say different body types, it is different in different cultures. Like in Ayurveda, there is Pitta, Kapha, and the 3 kinds of body types you talked about. So you have to see how the body constitution is, whether you're from a particular part of a country, whether you're somebody who has a thyroid that's not working, whether you have a metabolism that is too slow, if you are somebody who's doing night shifts, if you are somebody who snacks all day long. These are different kind of habits. When it comes to body types, there are Vata, Pitta and Kapha like I was just mentioning. Other than that, women have different body shapes, apple type and pear type and those kind of body shapes. Automatically the question will be, this is a complex answer. The simple solution for this is to get your blood work done and discuss your symptoms, and then we can decide what kind of body type you are. But honestly speaking, weight loss essentially across the board for majority of the people is somewhat similar, in my experience, at least in the last 7 years. The last question is, what are some healthy ways to deal with weight loss plateaus? So first of all, when you say weight loss plateau, most of my weight loss participants, at least more than 50%, if they are trying to have a goal of losing 40 pounds weight, usually after 20 pounds they lose steam and they stop showing the same amount of energy that they had for losing the first 20 pounds. They feel that they have achieved a lot, and they feel like whatever they're doing, they're not able to lose the last 20 pounds or the last 10 pounds. Historically and experience wise, what I've seen in the last 7 years, the closer you get to your goal weight, the harder it is to lose the last 5, 10, 15 pounds. A 200 pounder can easily lose the first 30-40 pounds. The last 20 pounds will take double the time. The reason for that is the body needs to readjust itself. There are a lot of metabolic markers like reverse T3 and fasting insulin, your sleep time, your amount of food intake, the amount of exercise you do, the amount of muscle mass you have, partly a little bit of your genetics, your lifestyle, your work hours, your eating habits. There are a lot of factors that will affect how the weight loss plateau can be addressed, at what time, in which way. When you say healthy ways, the logic is simple. You still have to sleep at 10:30, you still have to do walking before and after meals, you still have to eat clean as much as you can, you still have to do the muscle building, which can be started with Surya Namaskars and eventually go to weights. You can still do fasting to a limited extent, which I call it as a 14-hour fast, which is essentially from 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. or 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. or 7 p.m. to 9 a.m., which is the way I recommend for doing fasting. Eating one meal a day is not everybody's cup of tea, and especially if your thyroid is not working, intermittent fasting will work against you and you will actually gain weight. You can ask about this to people who have gone through intermittent fasting and have not lost any weight. So I hope that the questions and answers were not too crowded. I'm happy to elaborate more in a longer, bigger video, discuss more about that. I'm Girish Kalwa. I'm an obesity physician. I have made people lose more than 9,000 pounds in the last 7 years. My passion is to take people off prescription drugs, most of which cause weight gain, and also do lifestyle changes along with using supplements so that people can lose weight properly, gradually, successfully. Thank you so much for listening to my